Selebtuber, sidang kasus produser musik P. Diddy sudah digelar untuk ketiga kalinya di Pengadilan Federal Manhattan, New York City, Amerika Serikat. Dalam sidang yang berlangsung pada Selasa 13 Mei 2025 lalu, Casey Ventura yang merupakan mantan pacar P. Diddy hadir memberikan kesaksian. Casey yang sedang hamil besar mengungkapkan berbagai pengalaman tidak menyenangkannya selama 10 tahun hubungan mereka. Mulai dari kekerasan fisik hingga dipaksa ikut pesta seks penuh narkoba yang disebut freak-offs. Di sana Casey juga pernah diminta berhubungan dengan pekerja seks pria selagi ditonton mantannya.
After I broke up with Diddy, I went through some of the darkest years of my life. There were so many times I wanted to speak out, but his powerful legal team kept threatening me, watching me, to the point where I was scared to say a single word. But I never gave up. In 2023, I finally found the strength to file a lawsuit. It wasn't out of impulse, it was a move I had been planning for a long time. He settled quickly for $30 million, and people started saying I just did it for the money. But the real victory was tearing down his first layer of protection. After that, more and more women started to come forward with their own stories, with real evidence. My decision showed them they weren't alone. The voices kept growing, and eventually it led to a full-on investigation. Now, with news of him everywhere, this is only the beginning. The real win is seeing the women who were hurt finally feel safe enough to speak their truth. I'm not a hero. I was just the first one to say no.
Pelantun Me and You itu mengakui terpaksa ikut dalam pesta seks yang digelar sang mantan karena takut diperas dengan video seks yang melibatkannya. Tidak hanya itu, P. Diddy juga kerap meletakkan sejumlah senjata di sekitar mereka untuk menakut-nakuti Casey. Bahkan Casey menyebut pernah dipukul di kepala hingga matanya menjadi merah. Sementara itu, pengacara P. Diddy tetap bersikukuh kliennya tidak bersalah. Ia mengelak semua tuduhan Casey. Ia menyebut semua kegiatan seksual mereka dilakukan secara konsensual dan tidak termasuk perdagangan seks. Sang pengacara bahkan sempat mencegah penyanyi R&E itu menjadi saksi dengan alasan kehamilan bisa mempengaruhi testimoninya. FYI, Casey diketahui tengah hamil anak ketiga dengan usia kandungan 8 bulan. Sementara suami Casey, Alex Fine, adalah personal trainer yang pernah bekerja dengan P. Diddy.
Give us a little space. Give us a little space, please. All right, man. Come on, give us a little space. Have a good evening, guys. Back up. Back up. Hey, man, Sean, man, be good, bro. King! We love you, bro. Justin, man, be good. King, we love you, bro. Hi, Justin, man, how you doing, man? Good? Love you, Misa. We love you. Bless you, Misa. How was the whole thing, man? Everything was good?
Quincy, who's the guy with the glasses and thing? How you doing?
Lucy, salute, brother.
We're not familiar with you. Who are you, sir?
How did you go? So how's Diddy doing, man? He looks good?
God bless you. Is Cassie afraid to testify, or do you think she has she got it?
Hey, man.
Back up.
Sebelumnya, beberapa nama artis Hollywood sempat disebut dalam sidang pada 5 Mei 2025 lalu. Mereka diantaranya yakni Kanye West, Michael B. Jordan, Kid Cudi, dan Mike Myers. Meski tidak dituduh melakukan kesalahan apapun, namun juri memperingatkan akan membahas sekelompok selebriti tersebut dalam kaitannya dengan kasus P. Diddy.
So this is how Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie, her testimony ended like this. She described going to rehab in February of 2023. She says, "I didn't want to be alive." She described shooting a music video and saying that she had flashbacks to some of the things that she went through. She then started to cry and said, "I remember coming home, looking at my 2 children and my husband and telling my husband, you can do this without me." She said, "I tried to walk into traffic but he stopped me. From then on, she talks about going to rehab and started to write everything that happened to her. She said she wrote a book and she wanted Sean Combs to read it, to have information, she said. I wanted him to understand what he put me through. I was 22, I would have done anything for him. I did, but it wasn't enough. I reached out to his chief of staff. She said the book was not being taken seriously. I wanted to be compensated, she said in court, for the time, the years, the pain, trying to fix my life. $30 million for the rights is what she proposed. When the prosecution asked her why that number, she said, I didn't really do any research. I just picked a number and I thought it would alert him. As many of you guys already know, November 2023, she filed a civil lawsuit. It was settled. She acknowledged that today, but for the first time we heard how much the settlement was for. $20 million, she said. When the prosecutors asked her, why are you testifying at this trial? She said, quote, I cannot carry this anymore. The shame, the guilt. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Ventura takes the stand tomorrow for cross-examination. The defense will now have an opportunity to question her.
How each freak-off involved about 10 large bottles of Johnson's brand baby oil. Cassie said the freak-offs were a very choreographed experience with lots of baby oil. The substance would be heated up in a closed bottle, placed in a sink filled with hot water, and applied liberally because Combs wanted her glistening constantly, she said. Combs would call out Cassie when she looked dry and ordered her to reapply, sometimes requiring a new coat of baby oil every 5 minutes or so, she said. On one occasion, she said a blow-up pool oil and lubricants was placed in a hotel room and she was told to get inside even with her outfit on and shoes on.
Seperti diketahui, Sean Diddy Combs alias P. Diddy saat ini menghadapi 5 gugatan termasuk dugaan pemerasan, perdagangan seks, dan prostitusi. Bila P. Diddy terbukti bersalah atas seluruh gugatan, ia bisa mendapatkan hukuman penjara seumur hidup. Meski mulanya kasus ini hanya berawal dari laporan Cassie, namun kini kasusnya sudah diambil alih oleh pemerintah. Sehingga lawan P. Diddy saat ini bukanlah para korban yang melaporkan, melainkan institusi pemerintah di negara tersebut.
Bukan karena perempuan ini, mungkin P. Diddy masih berkeliaran melakukan pesta freak-offs. Perempuan ini bernama Casey Ventura dan dia pacaran dengan P. Diddy sejak tahun 2008 sampai 2018. Di mana pada tanggal 16 November 2023, Casey melaporkan P. Diddy atas tuduhan mainin dia tanpa izin Casey dan melukainya secara fisik dan emosional. Di waktu yang sama, Casey juga menuduh P. Diddy melakukan sex trafficking dan sebagainya. Anehnya, keesokan harinya mereka langsung damai dan Diddy tidak mengakui kesalahannya sama sekali. Dia bilang kalau itu sama sekali nggak benar. 7 hari kemudian, 2 orang lagi melaporkan Diddy atas tuduhan yang mirip, yaitu meniduri mereka secara paksa. Kemudian di bulan Desember 2023, ada seorang perempuan yang nuntut Diddy, mengatakan kalau Diddy mainin dia rame-rame. Masalahnya saat itu perempuan tersebut baru berusia 17 tahun dan pada saat itu Diddy berusia 34 tahun. Ini terjadi di tahun 2003. Dan perempuan itu mengatakan kalau dia diberikan banyak sekali alkohol dan obat-obatan sampai dia nggak sadar. Terus si Diddy kan bilang di bulan November kalau tuduhan mantan pacar yang si Casey itu nggak benar. Tapi di bulan Mei tahun ini beredar sebuah video dari sebuah hotel yang menunjukkan kalau beneran ya si Diddy itu menabok mantannya, yaitu si Casey. Dan ini ada videonya ya guys. Dan sejak itu makin banyak perempuan dan juga laki-laki yang melaporkan Diddy dengan tuduhan yang mirip. Orang terakhir yang menuduh Diddy sebelum dia ditangkap adalah perempuan ini. Dia bernama Dawn Richard. Baru saja bulan ini dia melaporkan Diddy dan mengatakan kalau Diddy mengancamnya dan juga mengurungnya guys.